Hey, what's up? It's me, Awesome Alley.
And I'm Race, and welcome back to 90 Days to Becoming an Awesome Person.
Woo!
Today is day 68, and as always, we're going to start it off with our quote of the day.
Thank you, Raisa. As my sister said, today is day 68. It is almost 2 more days till day 70, which is fantastic. So today's quote of the day is by Mother Teresa. She said, "In this life, we cannot do great things. We can only do small things with great love." Once again, in this life, we cannot do great things. We can only do small things with great love. Raisa, I want your thoughts, comments, and perspective on this quote.
Okay, with when it says great love, I think this is very important because when we're doing things, I think we tend to forget about that love and forget about love for yourself and love for what you actually do and what it means to have genuine love. Like, when you're really doing something and you're really into it and you're super, super passionate, how does it feel to you and what does it provide for you? And I think, sorry, can I see the quote again? When she says we cannot do great in life, we cannot do great things, we can only do small things with great love. What she's saying is all of that love and those small things turn into great things afterwards. Like, nobody starts right up here, right? They start whatever level you are, right? They always start from the bottom. And when you build up and you do these small things and you do these small things, then you get to the great things because you're always building a foundation of love for yourself. So if you fall back one, okay, you're like, you know what? I can keep going and I can keep rising. So yeah, that is my perspective on the quote today.
Fantastic. And the one thing I would switch in this quote is in this life, I would say the average person will not do great things, but the average person can do small things with great love, right? Because there's definitely people in this world who I believe will do great things, right? Who will change the world, who will create the world into a better and advance it forward in technology and development, reversing back some of our problems, right? I do believe that, right? But I agree when it says the average person now, because the average person, right, they're average. They're assimilated with everybody else. There's no difference between, like, if you go downtown, you look down the street, right, when it was busy at least, and you just see people walking to the office, back from the office, looking all the same, right? Or most people. But each of those people can still do small things with great love, right? Like you were just saying, and my mom, literally just before we came on, she was talking about when you're giving charity, right? That's a small thing sometimes, right? You can give your time, you can give your money, you can give food to somebody. I consider that charity, even a service for free, right? And when you do that, you don't want to be doing that for clout or to get famous or for other people to praise you. You're doing that to humble yourself, right? To do good for that person, also for yourself, right? When you feel like you're helping out the other person, remember you're also giving yourself, right? Like, for me personally, when I've helped out people before, right, I felt so good after by helping them because I knew, like, whatever I was, like, let's say it was dollar, that money that I just helped that person out was going to better use than sitting in my wallet for a bit, right? And you can always give money, or if you can't always give money because it's running a little bit low, you can give your time, right? You can volunteer here and there. It's small things like that. Even if you see a person, an older elderly woman who's having trouble, right? You can help her across the road, or opening the door for people, in just saying, thank you when they say you're welcome. Small things like that, I think, are very important. And we lack a little bit in today's world, but you can always change, and that's why we're bringing this quote. What does our comment say?
Thank you so much. Princess Jazzy has joined. She says, I don't know how to wave back on this thing. It's okay. It's all good. But hi. Hi, Jazzy. How are you? So she said, could you please repeat the quote?
Yes, we for sure can. So today's quote of the day for those who have just joined us is, in this life, we cannot do great things. We can only do small things with great love. Mother Teresa. And, that was a quote, but then I modified it to, in this life, the average person will not do great things. The average person can do small things with great love. So that is the quote of the day, and then I just lightly modified it.
And then Anissa says, I finally made it love, but then she changed it to live.
Live. Well, that's okay. Okay. Grace, what is your tip for today?
Okay, so the tip for today, without any explanation, actually has a really long one right here. So I'm going to read it to you. Focus on progress, not outcome. Sometimes when we work so hard for something, we tend to forget our progress and accomplishments, big or small. While it's good to have the end picture in mind, don't diminish the number of steps it took before you crossed the finish line. Every character in a story has a role to play with ups and downs. You, as a reader, get to see their progress, the adventure, and then what happens to them in the end. It's time to read your own story and acknowledge that the adventure waits for you.
Wow. And Jazzy says, small wins. And Jazzy says, our grandmother's a perfect example, always giving, always doing charity. Yes, for sure. Anissa says, what does Anissa say? Small wins. Yes, indeed. And on the tip about focusing on progress rather than, results, very important. Gary just posted a video the other day talking about this. And what he's saying is, today's kind of new world, we're putting entrepreneurship on the pedestal for quickest way to get cash, right? Quickest way to build up your money. And he was saying, if you're not really enjoying the progress just so you can get some sort of money, right, then you'd be waking up. Like if you're hating your job and you're not going to be able to put your 100% into it. It's like what Steve Jobs was saying, you can't love the work that you do. You can't do great work if you don't love it, right? So he's kind of saying that. I was like, okay, that makes more sense, right? You gotta love the progress, enjoying it, every little step, even with the struggle, right? You're always hearing people say, oh, I never thought it was work because I was just loving it so much. So that is your quote of the day. Focus on the progress and not on the results, right?
What was your tip?
Sorry, thank you, Risa. The tip, focus on the progress, not on the result. Enjoy your journey, enjoy the adventure. And this was presented by APSO. Awesome people.
Shaping our world.
Remember, you are awesome.
And you can make the world a better place. Bye.